Perfect. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and ready to get started. So, today's workshop is going to be service around the world. It is really here just to give that perspective around what's going on around Key Club International. We've gathered a lot of testimonials and community service projects that we're really happy to share with everybody. So, without further ado, I first want to just start and kind of introduce ourselves and get to know us a little bit.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm one of your presenters for this evening or morning, wherever you are. My name is Storm Husband, and I'm from the Caribbean Atlantic District. I'm actually from Barbados, and I'm in Upper Six, which for any Americans there is last year at high school, grade 12. My hobbies include reading, swimming, listening to music, and of course, service. And as for my past Key Club experience, I've served on a bunch of different committees, including my club Public Relations Committee, my district events and convention planning committee, of which I was chair last year and now district governor. On to you, Alex.
Yeah, so again, my name is Alex Trinh. I'm from the Florida district, but I currently serve the Capital, Mohawk, and Pennsylvania district. I am in grade 12. Some hobbies of mine are just playing tennis, going out to the gym, watching shows, and conveniently, since this workshop is all about traveling and visiting the world, that is one of my favorite hobbies. In terms of KCI experience, I've listed a few, but I just started as a member, then kind of went up to class director, secretary, lieutenant governor, and during my time as lieutenant governor, I was committee chair of our membership committee for the district. And then finally, now we're here at international trustee. But since you guys have kind of familiarized yourself with us, we'd like to hear a little bit about you. So today's icebreaker, we're gonna have like a two-part question, which is what is your home district? And then if you could travel anywhere around the world, where would you go? So it's, again, this is all about kind of getting that international perspective and just really seeing where we're all from and how big Key Club really is. So again, feel free to drop in the chat, but if you would like to, we prefer if you could just raise your hand and unmute and tell us about yourselves. You see, don't be shy, not all at once. Okay, yes, Brooklyn. Yeah, go ahead.
Um, Hi, I'm Brooklyn. I'm from Key Club in Chapel Hill High School, which is in Georgia. A few things I do are just obviously Key Club. I'm in SGA. I'm in GSA. I'm in a lot of clubs at my school. And we're answering the question, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
If I could travel anywhere in the world, I've already been to some places, but one place that's on my bucket list, I would have to say, is probably the Philippines or Hawaii.
Perfect. Thank you. No, Philippines, Hawaii, those are really great choices. I personally been to Hawaii and it is everything people say it is. The social ambience, the people, the community, super friendly, and it just feels like you're in a movie. So great choices. Thank you for sharing, Brooklyn. We're gonna let's see, Madison Forbes.
The district governor, and if I could probably to
Sorry, Madison. I think your
system,
audio is a little choppy. Your connection.
sorry, okay, right. Uh, I'm Madison from the Business District, and if I could go anywhere in the world, I'd go in case families from, and I just want to visit and yeah.
Okay, I think I made out a little bit of it, but it was a little choppy, but thank you for sharing, Madison. We're gonna go ahead and go to Joshua. Joshua
Um,
Matherson.
Hello all. I'm from Willow Springs High School, which is in I think the North Carolina district. Carolinas district. I think it's both North and South Carolina. I guess this is my first year of Key Club. I kind of wish I'd started it sooner because it's been really engaging and I've enjoyed it a lot. And I think of the places I'd want to go, possibly New York City, Yosemite, both of which I've been to before, but one that I haven't been to before and I've heard a lot of good stuff about is Italy, as there's a lot of nice stuff there. And Yosemite is probably the one would want to go to, as it's I remember it being really beautiful and it's really peaceful there. So I'd probably want to go to Yosemite, I guess, if I could go anywhere. It's nice to meet y'all.
Yeah, thank you, Joshua. I actually had the pleasure of going to Italy this summer, and I tell you, it is beautiful. The architecture is unreal. So great choice. And it kind of gives you that worldly perspective for sure. We're gonna go ahead and do two more raise the hands, and then we'll look a little bit in chat. So I see Shyla. Shyla, you want
Hi, I'm Shyla. I'm from the Florida district, and if I had to go anywhere, I'd honestly just be happy going anywhere new that I haven't been.
definitely. Just part of traveling is really that experience of just being in a new place. So I completely agree with that. All right, and then the last one will go to Kayla. Kayla Powell.
Good night, everyone. My home district is Jamaica, and if I could go anywhere in the world, I would probably go to Italy. I want to taste the food.
Oh, is the pasta is just out of this world. So, all right, thank you all for sharing so much. We're gonna go ahead and move on from the icebreaker, but it was really great to hear where you guys are from, a little bit about yourself, and looks like we do got some travelers in the chat. So now I'll pass it on to Storm to kind of get into how Key Club International is doing.
Okay, great. So a big part of this workshop is how Key Club International is functioning and performing service on an international level. And so we're proud to report that our membership statistics in 2023 placed Key Club membership at over 220,000 people. So people like you and I all across the globe. That is a huge number, and we're really proud. And then, as a little fun fact of sort, since some of you might not know, Key Club prides itself in being the largest student-led organization in the world, and it's found in 38 different countries across our globe, which is absolutely fantastic. And we're always working on getting more clubs in more different countries. Yeah, so this is just a diagrammatic representation of some of our international districts. So in the top left, you can see Pacific Northwest. Western Canada is a district in formation, all the way down to the bottom right, where you can see the Bahamas, Jamaica, and Caribbean Atlantic districts, which I hail from. Yeah, so Key Club International is all over the place. We have districts in formation, clubs in places you guys want to travel to, like France and Italy. And yeah, it's great to see.
All right, thank you so much, Storm. So before we kind of give on to those testimonials and service projects, the real nitty and gritty of this workshop, I want to give just a few quick shout outs. Firstly, I want to congratulate the Philippines district, which is the newest district to the Key Club family. It is really just great to see how many corners of the earth that we can really reach as part of this, just bringing this message of service out there. So really great job. I know Jasper has been working really closely with our board and making sure his experience kind of getting on the ground, really running is just fantastic to see. And then another one is I want to congratulate the Jamaica district because they were having an overwhelming number registered for GER. So any of the Jamaicas that are in this workshop right now, great work. Keep up that dedication, that willing to show it up when it matters. So I love to see all that energy. And of course, all the other districts, congratulations to you guys, because just being here shows how much you really care about Key Club and just making an impact in your communities. So from here, we're going to go ahead and move on to the testimonials. So our first one is from Western Canada, from Juliana Huang. So it kind of is like a two-part. So I asked for the service project as well as their experience. Just like a lot of times there will be clubs outside of North America because sometimes we get trapped in our little bubble and it's good to get those other perspectives. So her service project, she goes, "Hi, my school has an annual mixing spoon project where we partner with a local fundraising organization. The mixing spoon and sell jars of baking mixes during the holiday season to fundraise for the Mustard Seed, another local nonprofit that cares for individual experiences, homelessness, or poverty." And as her experience, As a non-district area, our interactions with Key Club International and other clubs might be more limited, but this situation has been improving exponentially this year, so far with new targets in place. Key Club has been an incredible rewarding for me, and my favorite part is knowing that there are so many people around the world who are my age that are just as passionate about service as myself. And this is just a great testimonial as Juliana really makes the point out that she's working within her own community and looking at like certain issues that she thinks that are needing solutions. And then not only just within Key Club, but she's branching out to these other organizations, these nonprofits like the Mustard Seed, to really just spread a message. And that's one thing I encourage all of you to kind of integrate into your districts. Sometimes, again, we get trapped in our bubble of Key Club and that we think service only has to be on our hands, but it's not about who completes the service, it's what the service is being completed. So anytime that you can kind of get that partnership going on with these other local organizations can really make an impact. And not only are you making an impact within your community, but you're also getting that word of Key Club out there in other ways. And then as for his experience, we definitely have been working really closely with Juliana, just to make sure that non-district areas are feeling supported and have those resources that they can reach out if they have any issues, concerns, or just want to feel more connected. So the next testimonial we have is from Taiwan, which is from Katie Huang. Her service project, she quotes, starting last school year, we incorporated mental health advocacy to our main service projects. We collaborated with the Taiwan Association Against Depression to help translate mental health materials into English, thus granting access to a wider range of people. Witnessing how stress, anxiety, and depression affect our peers, we collaborated with the school's counseling department and initiated the National Safety Net program, which aims to train individuals to become mental health gatekeepers. As for experience, as a non-districted club, we focus on service projects that tackle local issues. We come up with tailored solutions to address community needs. Some initiatives include a school mental health training program, volunteering at a stray dog care organization in the city, and tutoring kids in remote areas. Kate gives just a lot of perspective on like the amount of impact that she has. The fact that she was able to collaborate with the Taiwan Association Against Depression, I know that is already such an established organization, and that's just amazing to see. And I know a lot of our international trustees that were running, there was a lot of talk about getting translations done. And I think that is just a great way to reach new people, because how can we expect to really get that information out there with that language barrier? And to see efforts to really mitigate that and kind of just, we're all the same people. We all want that the same resources, the same information, and being able to work towards that goal is just amazing to see. And mental health, that's sometimes a lot of just a really prominent topic within society nowadays. And it's just great to, anytime you can have that organization or service project kind of centered around that, is just always just a really good move on your part, and catering to an audience. So anytime that your district or own home club is kind of warring on ideas of like, oh, how can we spice things up? Or what kind of outlooks can we make that are kind of different than what we've been doing? Service projects surrounding mental health are always a great way to start. And then finally, from this portion is Bahamas. Madison Forbes says, as we are an island territory, a lot of our service projects center around keeping our beaches clean and seeing that is our main selling point to tourists. It is also an excuse to hang around at the beach with our friends. Our nature as Bahamians livens everything up, livens everything up. No matter how mundane the situation may be, the music, the jokes, the conversations. As for experience, however, it does come with some drawbacks. To keep my time brief, we are such a small country. With this in mind, it's rare to get a good turnout to events, including service projects. When we do, though, we make the absolute most of it. Moreover, we have one of the highest costs of living with one of the lowest minimum wages. Therefore, affording Key Club may seem difficult for others, but we try our best to help reduce those costs through fundraising to ensure that everyone has an equal opportunity at experiencing Key Club. Despite this, I'm still so grateful to serve in a Key Club in this country. I generally would not have it any other way. Wow. So Madison provides a lot of great insight within these two short paragraphs. In terms of her service projects, one thing that really stands out to me is the fact that she likes to highlight that Key Club is not just a suit and tie type of organization. You know, we are all high schoolers. We're allowed to be human, and having fun is kind of the great part of Key Club, is that our objectives may be really humanitarian and trying to make a difference, but it also is a lot of leadership and personal skill development. We're able to talk to people and really just build a repertoire of soft skills. And it's just great to see that people are having fun no matter what, whether it's keeping the beaches clean or doing fundraisers. It's just beautiful to really see. And as for experiences, there's a lot to unpack here. One thing is the highest cost of living and lowest minimum wage. That's not an easy situation for anybody. But one thing is they don't just stop there. They don't let that get in their way. They do their best to just accommodate for their audience, for their members. And they try to help reduce costs through fundraising. And that's just a great opportunity for any club, is to always remember that it doesn't have to be just like you have to pay just to be a part of this organization. We want as many people as we can to join this international family. And there are resources, whether that's fundraising. One thing is a lot of people forget that we have Kiwanians. They are more than willing to help us. This organization is it is how big it is today because of our Kiwanians. They are here, they're a right-hand man. They are always willing to provide funding, any resources. So if you have any troubles with that, make sure to contact your local Kiwanis club to really just open up any doors that you think may be closed. So I'm going to pass it on to Storm to take a quick little break for our testimonials.
Right. So as Alex said, this is just going to be sort of a way to keep everyone interactive and engaged with our presentation. So we have a quick little question of what service means to you. So around that, you can see some examples such as advocating for people who can't advocate for themselves. That's my personal favorite. Putting those in need first, lending a hand to your country, friendship, and working with a community. So if 3 people would like to unmute and just say what service personally means to them, I'll also read out some examples in the chat, but you can just raise your hand. All right, Nicholas, yeah, you can go ahead.
To me, I believe service is just bringing the community together just to accomplish something great.
Great. Madeline, I just saw your hand.
Yeah. Having or doing service means supporting your community in any way that you can or any way that they need it.
A fantastic answer. And Joshua?
So I guess something I could say for service, the point on the board that says putting those in need first is very important, as is kind of making sure that they are able to it's kind of helping them to gain the ability to live a life, and it's not like, and it's kind of just helping them with that would kind of just give them happiness and kind of just helps them to feel full in their life, and to kind of at the end of the day feel like that they have that they've been helped out and that they can possibly help others out and to essentially make the world a brighter place and to kind of just leave things better than before. So I guess that could possibly be something.
Yeah, that's such great insight, especially given that you said you've only been in Key Club for like a year or so. Some answers from the chat. Brooklyn says, to me, service means being a productive part of society without wanting something in return. As president of my high school's Key Club, service means creating an impact while creating a close connection with my club and division. From Vanessa, Milan says service is the action of helping or doing work for someone else. Showing that you care through your actions, through empathy, learning where you can help others. These are all such great sentiments. Governor Elizabeth DeRochester says service is all about making a positive impact on the world and connecting with the community around you. To me, it's all about understanding the world and finding ways to help people, even if it's as small as smiling at them. These are such great answers. You guys can keep on putting them in chat if you will, but we are on a time schedule. So Alex, if you could go ahead and move the slide, we're gonna get back to some of our testimonials. So our first one here is from Shane Harrison L, who's a Kingston College Key Club member in Jamaica. While not a service project, one of his favorite Key Club memories involves celebrating service, and though he thought it was relevant to include, he says, my favorite moment has to be ICON or International Convention for this year. For someone from Jamaica, venturing all the way to California was an amazing journey, and the experience was unforgettable. Meeting other Key Clubbers, district governors, lieutenant governors, and more, and understanding Key Club on an international level is an experience I'll never forget. I think that goes for just about anybody who ever attends ICON. For me, it was also such a great experience. And then as for his Key Club experience, being a member from Jamaica, he says, I'm a part of the Kingston College Key Club of the Jamaica District. I've been involved in Key Club since Builders Club, being a part of the executive board, and then transitioning to high school and still enjoying Key Club. Through Key Club, he says he's improved leadership, problem solving, and socializing skills, and they've improved immensely. So I think this sentiment is just really good, and I sort of echo it as well. Key Club, while being service, also gives you such hard and soft skills, you know, that will help you in any area in life, whether that be school, you know, college applications, even a job later down in life. Yeah, and I just think this is a really good testimonial. We can move on. The Philippines is our recently not chartered, but like formed district. It's one of the most recent ones, and I believe was announced last year at the Global Engagement Rally, actually. So Governor Jasper says we're pushing through in our district having a character formation workshop to all members and officers of each club. This will be headed by faculty advisors of each club, where they will guide workshops to teach about service, leadership, and character building, which are all really great elements in Key Club. His experience as part of Key Club International, he describes as truly amazing. Knowing different people from different countries is a great thing, but having them work with you is much more of an accomplishment for him. He says they guide him well, especially his international trustee, who's always been there along the way. Says being a part of Key Club International is an experience that you may never get tired of, yet you will always choose to work more than before because you can see how passionate these people are. And lastly, he says it's his honor and pleasure to represent the Philippine Luzon district. This is such a sweet, sweet message from Jasper. And I think as a district governor, especially an international district governor, I can definitely agree. One of the main things is just working with people, which I will talk about in the next testimonial, which haha is actually from me. Yeah. So as for service projects, yeah, beach cleanups in the Caribbean Atlantic District are a go-to, and we try to put on like a mass one, our service committee, at least once a year. Generally, a lot of our projects surround the environment, much like I think Governor Madison said, as we're all small island developing states and therefore are the most impacted by climate change, despite not contributing to it much. However, I would say personally that my most memorable service project was from my home club, the Harrison College Key Club, where for Youth Protection Week last year, we planted trees as a metaphor for Kiwanis's dedication to the children of the world. It was just such a great, great message, and our past president was amazing for thinking of it. It's an honor. It was an honor for me to attend and really, really fun. My experience in CAD, I mean, it's given me a home and a community and just so many amazing opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise and that I truly would not give up for the world. Caribbean people in general have such a way of like connecting and like that unity. And doing so along with service and with the cause is just the absolute best. The people I've met in this club and impacted through my work as governor or just even a regular member from before is the most amazing part of it all. And despite being divided by sea, my Caribbean Atlantic District is united in the quality and quantity of service that we produce. That's it, wrapping up our testimonials for the evening. I'll hand it over to Alex for our final question.
Yeah, thank you, Storm. That are just absolutely beautiful insights. So we are almost just about to run out of time. So I think we are going to skip this last few questions. But Does anyone have any questions for us in terms of just what's going on international or just anything Key Club related, really? You can either drop that in chat or yeah, go ahead, Christina.
Why am I struggling to put in an exclamation? Okay, sun. Okay.
Capital, do you have a question? You guys are unmuted. Oh,
Someone in the chat says, what's the best way to host projects with other districts? I can speak a bit personally on that. Lieutenant governors for CAD have been like the best way to really go about that communication. I think the Capital District, actually, one of their LTGs, is working on partnering with my home club through communication with my lieutenant governor. So yeah, I would say communication specifically with LTGs is a really good way to go about that.
yeah, for sure. And then again, that international trustee is there to serve you guys. So if you have any other questions on how you can connect with your district pairing, that is also another great way. It looks like we are about of time, so we probably won't have to. Yeah, I said the 30 seconds. So I hope you guys all enjoyed your time here at the workshop. I hope your perspective was broadened a little bit, and thank you for coming out of the time of your day to listen to us. But hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the workshops just as much as ours. Maybe just a little bit less though, right? Because we were the best. Okay, all right. Thank you guys. 5 seconds left, but hope you guys
Thank you,
enjoy.
guys.